Hi there, welcome back to Apatros Review. In this episode, Ring of Fire 2 Blood and Steel, directed by Richard W. Munchkin in the year 1993. It's a PM Entertainment film. Hi there, welcome back to Apatros Review, your guide to the world-worn science fiction action horror cinema with me, your host, Melissa Ipka. If you want to spell name, just look at the channel name. Now in this episode, we take a look at the film Ring of Fire 2 Blood and Steel, which was a direct-to-video film made by PM Entertainment and was directed by Richard W. Munchkin, who also directed the original film. He also provided the story for this film and did the script, while the producers are Joseph Murray and Richard Pepin. Richard Pepin did the cinematography, and the music is done by John Gonzalez. The film stars Don and Dragon Wilson, Mario Ford, Cy Richardson, Dale Jacoby, and a bunch of other guys. Now, this film came out in the US on the 17th of March 1993, so basically 4 days before I turned 8 years old. Now, this was released in Australia on a cheap-ass $2 double feature DVD from Payless Entertainment, which was obviously taken off an NTSC VHS tape. That being said, even though this print is mediocre quality, it is uncut, unlike the British DVDs happen to be, so you get to see all the ear claps, neck breaks, and nunchuck action that the Brits do not want their people to see. Now, after the success of his free picture deal with the legendary PM Entertainment, Don the Dragon Wilson went on to make sequels to two of those films. For Ring of Fire, itself a rather cute concept of blending martial arts with Shakespeare, you'll know which story I'm talking about, was a solid effort and one of the best offbeat adaptations of Romeo and Juliet ever made. And there it says, so don't waste time trying to figure it out. At the very least, the damn sight better than the likes of that ridiculous Baz Luhrmann version that came a half-decade later. While out shopping for an engagement ring, Julie and her badass doctor fiance Johnny Woo find trouble when a gang of armed robbers hold up the jewelry store they're in. Johnny takes out one of the robbers and the other shoots Julie in the shoulder. The robbers escape except for the injured one, who is also taken to hospital. But the robber's brother happens to swear revenge on Johnny, and after his brother is accidentally killed in a confrontation with Johnny, the robber, named Kalen, kidnaps Julie and takes her to his home turf of the Underground, an interconnected system of all the band's service tunnels and basements that connect underneath Los Angeles. Johnny and his friends then head into the underground to track down Kalen and his gang, along with the help of an old Nam vet who gets reluctantly recruited as Johnny's guide. Together they take on the various weird gangs that populate the underground. The original Ring of Fire was a solid 1990s direct-to-video action feature, but this sequel was easily the better of the two, even though they're on the same rung of my grading ladder, so they both get a B, 6 out of 10, meaning they're solid. This one's the better of the two. The film feels like the cinematic version of a video game. The story has a protagonist head into a strange, unfamiliar world where he must traverse levels, taking progressively harder enemies, until the boss fight at the end. And even then, the filmmakers flipped the script by having the final confrontation take place in the outside world. I've heard people call this Alice in Wonderland meets bad action, and despite the bad action tag, I would agree with that. In fact, I will go one better and call this the 1990s action movie version of Alice in Wonderland. As for the acting, well, one does not go into a Don Dragon Wilson film expecting to see newest acting. They go into this expecting action, and the film delivers on that in spades. The various gangs in the underworld, and by the way, I do not know for sure if the underground is actually for real. The idea of basements being ignored when the old buildings are demolished is just plain crazy for a construction concept. But the gangs do have their interesting designs. My favorite are the Shadow Warriors, who wear black ninja-style clothes that have fluorescent lines painted on that enable them to blend in with the pipes that connect the walls. He thinks that in order to shoot the movie, the crew filmed the action in various industrial corridors and car parks. It certainly looks very effective and is probably the best concept for using said locations for. And the idea that guns are outlawed in this strange place is pretty neat, not to mention plausible. The places are so narrow that it would be impractical to use guns in battle down there. The film has some problems with certain character motivations, but in the end, the film's job is to deliver action on a budget and with a unique novelty, and Ring of Fire 2 Blood and Steel certainly delivers on that. A solid direct-to-video action film and a worthy sequel. So basically a B, 6 out of 10. Now for gore and nudity. There's very little gore and no nudity, despite the wall-to-wall action. I did point out that the Australian DVD print from Payless Entertainment is fully uncut, unlike the British prints out there. See, the BBC has a serious problem with ear claps, neck breaks, martial arts weaponry like nunchucks and shuriken, even though both weapons are the most useless weapons ever made, since nunchuck are only good for you to hit yourself in the head or crotch, and if anyone could throw a ninja star effectively, which most people cannot even manage, then those things would be popular street gangs. As it stands, the popular 1980s movie image of a ninja hero chucking ninja stars at all armies of enemies is just plain fantasy. In reality, ninja stars are only meant to distract the enemies so you can make a quick getaway. Okay, so that's it for Ring of Fire to Blood and Steel, which gets a B, 6 out of 10. It's a solid film at best. Now, I do not do requests, but if you have any questions about DVDs, or if you want to see if I have certain films in the collection, just hit me up in the comment section, I'll be happy to answer. Hope you guys are staying safe, take it easy, and that's it for this review. See ya.